Hello awesome people, welcome back to the channel. My name is Solomon, and in today's video me and you are going to learn how to design this amazing happy birthday flyer in Adobe Photoshop. Okay, so if this is something that interests you, make sure you click on the subscribe button. Not just subscribing, turn on the post notification bell so that anytime that we upload a new video you are going to get notified. Okay, and also please don't forget to like this video. Leave me a comment below if you enjoy this content. Okay, so without further ado, let's click on Ctrl+N to create a new document, and then we are going to use a size of 250 by 210 by 210 millimeters, 300 for resolution, RGB for the color mode. Click on create. Then we are going to start to develop our background. Our background is going to be a simple gradient, so Ctrl J to duplicate the background. Let's go to effects over here. Okay, then let's click on gradient overlay. So let's open the layer style, and boom, we are going to have this nice gradient. So let me open the gradient for you to see the color code I'm using over here. So this is the first color code here, and also this is going to be the second color code as well. Okay, then you are going to repeat this color over here so that you are going to get this one. Click on new so you can save it and use it in the future. Okay, that's why I have so many gradients over here, so I don't struggle with gradient because I have a lot over here. Then from here you are going to set this one normal, 100% opacity, linear for this, and angle 90. Click on OK. Then let's lock this one and click on this one to hide the effect. Next, we are going to add our text tool. With the help of the text tool, we are going to type our text in caps, so we can just type the text, and then also let's make it very big. Okay, so I'll make it big like how I want it. So I think something like this is okay. Then from here, Ctrl J to make a duplicate. I'll move this one down. You can hold down the shift key so it will keep in proportion, and then we can change the text here to any text we want. Select both of them, align left, and then also with both of them selected, Ctrl T for the free transform, and we can tilt this one a bit so you can see we have it changing here. So we can just type the figure that we want to change it to. So -4 is cool, or even -5. Click on OK. So maybe if I have done this way and I want it to come back to its normal position, with that one selected, Ctrl T for free transform. When I type just 5 here, it will come back to how it was. So that is why it is advised to use those figures so you can quickly go back to them if you want to make changes. All right, so let me undo. Okay, then from here I'll go back to my source file. So here I'm using my own picture. Okay, so please make sure you find yourself a picture, and also if you guys want to know how I edited this picture, okay, if you want to learn retouching, let me know in the comment section so I can start sharing some of my retouching skills with you guys. Okay, then also this one also brings out to actions. So I use actions to retouch my images. So these are all actions I created myself. Okay, so if I want this image to be a little dark, I can add contrast to it, okay, to make it feel a bit dark. So this was before and after. Okay, so you can do whatever that you want to do with action. And also I have remove background, which I can use to remove background here. That is what I'm going to do now. So let me select my remove background action in Photoshop. So if you want to know all these, let me know in the comment section so that I'll know that you guys are interested in this kind of stuff, so that I'll consider making a video about it in the future. All right, so this is our image. The background is already removed. If you don't know how to remove a background and you want to learn, please make sure you click on the link in the card above, or I'll leave a link in the description below. Click on it to learn how to remove a background. Okay, all right, so from here I'll click and drag this one to our canvas where we are working, and then I'm going to put this image here, okay. And also before that, I can make a duplicate of this one. All right, then I'm going to have it down here, and I'll move that guy up just like this, okay. And I'm going to select a color. So if you don't have the character panel, go to edit and select character. Let's change the color to something like this, okay. All right, then we can add a bit of drop shadow to it, okay. So we are creating something at the back. So this is it. Let me reduce the opacity. Click on OK. All right, so from here we are going to turn on this one back, okay. So we are going to place our image somewhere here. Let me make it a bit small. So I think a place like this is okay. So we have this text at the back. So let me make a duplicate of both of them also at the top. So Control J when you select both of them. Then I'm going to move them up above the picture. Then from here, I will select this one. Double click on empty space over here, okay, to open the layer style. Then with the layer style, under the blending options, we are going to have advanced blending. So we can turn off this fill opacity, okay, so that we are going to have nothing. So the text is vanished, so we can add a stroke to it to reveal it back, okay. So this is the stroke that we are going to add. Let's change this stroke to inside, okay, and reduce the size to maybe 8. We don't want it too much, okay. So this is how we are going to get it. Then from here, we can change the color if you like. But let me maintain the white because I love the white, okay. But let me add a bit of blue to it by using this gradient or using this color code. Click on OK, click on OK. Then I will apply the same effect onto the day. So hold down the Alt key or Option on the Mac, click and drag this one onto this one, and you see we have the stroke on it, but we have to double click to open the blending options again, okay, so that we can turn this one off by ourselves. Let me increase the size for the stroke. So let me take it to 12, okay. I think I might increase it, but I like it that way. But one thing that I would like to add is to add a drop shadow to it. So let me add a drop shadow, okay. Let me increase this and let's see. So let's see before, after, okay. So the drop shadow is working. Let me move this one a little back. All right, I think it is okay. So we can also add a drop shadow to the day as well if you like to do that, okay. Then you can see we are almost there, okay. So from here, what we are going to do next is to remove the excess of this image because we don't want all of them, okay. So I will select this. So I will select this text, okay, just behind the image. And then with those two text selected, right click, and I'm going to convert this one to a smart object. So convert this one to a smart object. So a smart object is just a container that holds something for you. So I can just double click and go back to the text, make changes. If I save it, it's going to appear here, okay. So from here, I'll hold down the Control key on my keyboard, click on this one to make a selection around that for me. Then also I'll hold down Control plus Shift and add I, Control Shift plus I to invert the selection. And then, but before I do that, I have to add a layer mask to the image, okay. So let me click on or go to select and deselect the selection, and let's add a layer mask to this image, okay. So let's repeat the same thing. Hold down the Control key, click on this thumbnail to make a selection, click on Control Shift I to invert the selection, go back to your mask with the picture, okay, and then select your brush tool, okay. So just click on the B or come here, select your brush tool over here. Then we can delete the excess. So you can right click and make the brush small or big, or if you are lazy like me, you can use the square bracket on your keyboard to make it small or big. So we can start painting, but you can see nothing is going because we have white here, you see that the layer mask is white. And also, please guys, make sure you have the mask selected. To make sure the mask is selected, make sure you have the bounding box activated on that. If you see this one is selected, that is why the bounding box is here. So make sure it is here, and make sure you have black here because this is white. White reveals and black conceals. Okay, so we are going to paint the part that we don't want so that we can hide this place. Okay, so I'm trying to hide this place by painting on those options. Okay, all right, so just paint over the options where you want to hide, and you can use your square bracket to reduce the size of your brush if you like to do so. I think I need this part to be alive, so let me erase this. Okay, so let's say if you mistakenly paint off this place and you want to bring it back, just turn off, just change the color by clicking on this one, switch. Okay, so you can paint white on this area to view it. Then we can go back, select the black to hide the portion that we don't want to see. Okay, so when you are done and you want to remove the selection, go back to select and deselect the selection, click on OK to accept changes. All right, so this, my friend, is how you can create this amazing flyer in Photoshop. So let me select everything and increase the size here. So this is going to be it. Not too much, okay, but I think it is okay. Then we can add the happy. All right, then also we are going to rotate this image as well. So we can move here to -95. Click on OK to accept changes, and we can place this here. And you can also reduce the size if you like. And also we can enter the date of the birthday. So maybe 05 October. Okay. So we can select both of them, reduce the size. And then I would like to draw ellipse around this one. So quickly draw ellipse, and I don't want any fill. So let's go here and click on this, no color. Okay, and then we want a stroke like maybe 5 bucks, and change this one to, let's see, white, or let's choose this blue. Okay, this light blue, and I think let me increase the size a bit to maybe 10 so that we can see. All right guys, so from here you can select this information and you do whatever you want to do over here. Okay, so let's see, happy birthday, happy birthday. Then you can add the name as well. So the name also goes here, and this one, Control T, and we can type here -5 so that you can be consistent with the figures. Otherwise you have to be rotating this one and be struggling to get the figure, which at the end of the day too, you are not going to get them because you don't remember the figure you use them. Okay, and if you have any text, you can also add that here. All right, so this, my friend, how to go about designing a birthday flyer in Adobe Photoshop. Please, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give us a like, not just liking, subscribe to the channel, okay, and be part of this awesome family. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, keep creating and never give up. And also, please, if you want a PSD file, don't hesitate to come to my digital store where I have more template for you to work fast. We have a brochure, we have birthday flyers, we have church flyers, funeral posters, like anything that you want, you can get from here. And it is not only the store, it is the same store here. Okay, so the content here is here and it's here. So in your country, choose the one which suits you, which help you to get a template. Okay, so this is how we end this video. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, keep creating and never give up. Paasolocreates, I'm out.